Boom. And we're live. What's up, people? Metalhead Hippie here. Uh, my metalheads, freaks, and geeks. What's going on? Just a quick impromptu hang. I'm sitting here eating my dinner, if you don't mind. I have pork chops and sauerkraut on the menu tonight. Num numbers. Sorry for being rude. Wait for a few people to roll in. Let's see what's going on. Hey, people. Come out and say hi. I'm kind of eating my dinner right now, or actually my breakfast. If it bothers you, let me know. Can anybody hear me all right? Am I coming across okay? Got six of you out there. Say hi, man. Don't forget to check out Ben and Phil Moseley tonight. I think Ben goes on at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and then Phil goes on right after that, an hour later. So it's usually pretty entertaining. And if it's not, at least you had a place to hang out for an hour or so. How's everybody's day been so far? Come on now, I see you over there. Come out and say hi. Hey Pete, how you doing, bro? You get all those wildfires somewhat under control down there, or what? Oh, it's morning time down there where you are, right? It's 12:30 p.m. here in Alaska, Monday. So it's afternoon Monday here in Alaska. Fruitcake Tony, what's up, bro? 131. What's up, man? Wow, that's got to be rough with the floods because the fire burned away all the topsoil and stuff, and now everything else is all loosened up for the floods. That's got to be a pretty ugly sight, man. Seeing all that shit going on down there. I feel for you, bro. I feel for your whole country, man. That's a hell of a thing to go through. Alaska has a lot of wildfires also every year, summertime, so I know how you're feeling. I had one get 20 miles from my house right here, and it's easy for, if we get a good wind. I live on top of a hill, and luckily there's some flat swamp before my the hill that I live on, so it could be controlled right there. But if a strong wind comes and blows it up over the flats of the swamp and up onto my hill, it could wipe out our whole development in a matter of shit, couple minutes. Yeah, you're like almost a day ahead of us, man. What part of Australia you in, bro? Okay, Tony. No worries, bro. Yeah, tomorrow I have Tuesday Tech Talk coming up. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for that. I might try to want to change the strings on this Epiphone G400 Pro, and then I might intonate it tomorrow on the show. Oh no, they're on back order, bro. 31. They're on back order, so I have to wait until they come in. Probably be another week. Excuse me. Probably be another week or 2 weeks before you can actually order one. I'm not going to give up my money for a pre-order, so I'll just wait for them to come in. But yeah, right now I'm probably 70% sure I'm going to buy it. I've been checking out some reviews on YouTube on it. There's a few. Trogley did one on the Gibson SG. He actually tore it apart and showed you what everything was if you want to check that out. I got you, bro. How far are you from like Adelaide or something like that? Are you close to Adelaide? That's kind of like bottom middle, bottom right middle. Yeah. Well, my GB and E, my higher strings, they're a little sharp, but my three bottom strings, my E, A, and D, they're intonated pretty well. So I just gotta either pull them back a little bit, boom, boom, but I want to put the string, a different string gauge on first, and then go from there. Hey, visual, what's up, buddy? Did you reach 1,000 subs yet? I got you. Yeah, I had an old Aussie friend of mine when I was about 8 years sober. I used to hang out in this AA chat. He was from Adelaide, but I've known him for years. And I talk to him all the time on Skype and stuff. He's been my buddy for quite a few years. Oh, cool. Free on YouTube. I have to check that out. Oh, sweet, bro. Yeah, probably after you do the live wires on Wednesday, you'll probably cap over a gram. That's my hope. So I'm glad I was able to help you out a little bit. But you guys check out a visual guy. He's going on live wires this Wednesday. Show him some support. And if you're not sub to him, go ahead and sub him up. He does some good stuff. So it wouldn't be a bad sub if you gave him a sub. And that'll help his channel out a lot so he can get monetized and get super chats and whatnot. So be a cool Cool thing to do for somebody in the community. I don't mean to eat in front of people, but this is dinner hang. I'll try to keep my mouth shut while I eat. Ah, cool. Hey, Drew, what's up, buddy? Welcome back, man. Yeah, tonight there's going to be Ben Coombs, 8 o'clock Eastern, and then Phil Moseley, 9 o'clock p.m. He's out of England, though. Ben's out of Canada. Right now, I'm coming from Alaska. So you're kind of getting hit from a long way away, man. Got it all covered from, got the far west of the United States covered to the far east of Canada, all the way down to the southeastern part of England. So you guys stick around, man, because you'll be traveling the world tonight, man, pretty much. That's what's great about YouTube, man. You can travel the world, man, in one night. We got oh shit. We got Pete in here from Australia, so yeah, he's a day ahead of us, man. What's the lottery numbers later tonight, Pete? Yeah, pull up a chair, eat your dinner, chill out. Sorry you got to see my mouth chomping down and stuff. I'm trying to be as quiet as I can. Hell yeah, right now with just the people that are in here, there's cross country, intercontinental stuff going on right now, just with the 10 people that are in here. Bumble Bess, what's up? Drew C, Poo Ninja. Say hi. If you're not subbed to Visual Guy there, go give him a sub. He's got some good content going on. He's very close to 1,000 subs. Would help him out a lot. If he can go up there, he's got a brand new baby girl here. Child, I believe he's got a baby girl. Get some live chats going and stuff. Might be able to help him buy some formula for his kid or some diapers. Throw some super chats. That's a good opportunity for people that, if you like what the person's putting out and stuff, and you know where their channel's going and stuff, and you have the ability to help them out a little bit with a couple dollars here and there, it goes a long way, man. Fruitcake Tony became a channel sponsor with a nice donation. I'll put him up here. Fruitcake Tony donated $20 the other night. Greatly appreciated. All this stuff you see, all this fantabulous trickery, I actually pay for out of my own pocket, and I gladly do it. But when people like Tony help me out like that, it makes it a lot easier to hang out longer and do more things. You know, it's not always just going to be me and whatnot. We got the Tech Talk Tuesday, and then there's Bent Metal broadcast. And then there's the hangout afterwards, and then that Sunday morning, I come on for coffee and stuff like that. And then during the week, I'll post a few vids or a few live hangs just to fill in the space for in between shows and stuff for people, so they have a place to hang out and chat with each other. What I'm saying is it doesn't cost a fortune to do what I do, but it does come out of my own pocket, and anything that people are willing to contribute goes a long way. I might buy t-shirts for giveaways or something like that, or buy a pedal or something like that to give away. It's like this one right here. It's an SF300 Behringer fuzz pedal. It's got three modes of fuzz. It's got a Velcro-y kind of fuzz, and it's got a big muff kind of fuzz, and it's got a boost on it that will also, it'll crank your amp. Believe me, it'll give your amp a hell of a boost. I'm going to give this away when I hit 300 subscribers. I'm 35 away. I think I'm 265 right now. So when I get to 300, I'll give that away to somebody. Then I'll probably get another pedal or something like that. But yeah, all that stuff pretty much comes out of my own pocket. And like I said, I'm glad to do it. It gives me something to do. Quentin James. Oh, Quinn was on the show, Bent Metal Saturday. He was our second guest that we actually asked on the show, and he showed up. It's a pretty good show. Go check him out. Go watch the rerun of Bent Metal, the last Bent Metal show, Bent Metal 5, I believe it was. Yeah, we're trying to get a visual guy to 1,000. So like, share, and subscribe to Visual Guy's site. What are you up to now? Jacob, what are you up to now, buddy? Hey, George Lackey, what's up, buddy? Welcome, man. Don't mind me, I'm just eating some dinner. Actually, lunch. Yeah, I need quite a few watch hours and stuff. Best way to do that, best way to get watch hours, I guess, is to make like a 5 minute video, something people can sit down and watch repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly. That adds up more so than it does for people that watch something like this and only watch 10 minutes of it, and you only get 100 people doing it. But if you got a smaller video that people are interested in, it gets 2 or 3 thousand views. Then those 10 minutes add up. Ah, cool. Almost there, bro. 13 more. That's true, Pete. Yeah, all my videos are on playlist. Yeah, that's why it's good to. That's why I pop on sporadically instead of on my scheduled times. Because right now, all I really have is Tuesday Tech Talk and Bent Metal broadcast. Sometimes I'll have a pre-show to Bent Metal, let you know what's going to happen. Then I'll have an after show of Bent Metal, so you can talk about what happened. And then the next morning, I come on it for the morning giddy up with Metalhead Hippie, and I talk about what's coming up next week. So it's kind of like, let's see, one, two, three, four, about five scheduled shows basically. Oh, it's C922X Logitech. But if you're looking at the quality on YouTube right now, um, StreamYards only uploads in 720, so it's going to be a little grainy, a little foggy. It's not going to be 1080. But when I do videos off of the live stuff, that's 1080. But StreamYards only uploads in 720. And if you have a bad internet connection while you're live streaming, see, I'm streaming over here in my place. I'm streaming in 1080. I see me in 1080. You guys see me in 720. And if you have a bad internet connection, you could get bumped down to 480 or 3 something to 144, depending on your internet speed and where you're actually located. I don't know. I don't feel the pressure to create right now, dude. I mean, I'm doing what I have time for and what I feel I can do. If I can't keep up with the monetization schedule or whatever it is, I don't care. You know what I mean? It would be nice to have a okay, let's have a hippie cult, man. We'll get a cult following me. And then Ben and Phil and all these other guys, you get a little following going on. If that's enough to maintain, it seems to be enough for Ben and Guitar Hack and all these other guys that are up over 1,000 for what they do. Apparently, it's working for them because they only put out 2 or 3 videos a month, plus their live stuff once a week, and that's enough for them. So I don't know. You just have to wait and see till I get there. Till I get there, I'm not really too much worried about it. But if I have to maintain something just to have super chats or I don't care about monetization to be honest with you at all. Super chats would be nice, but I really don't care about that either. It's all nice and part of the perks of being somewhat popular or having decent content for people to watch. Yeah, it's cool. But I'm just here to hang because I know in between shows and stuff. You guys are watching boob tubes or YouTubes or whatnot and waiting for the next thing to pop up. Well, I'm the next thing. I'm just filling in for people that people that are going on later tonight. Because Ben's on at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then Phil comes on at 9 p.m. Eastern. But Ben's out of Canada and Phil's out of England. I'll take care. Q. Papa Blue. Hey, welcome. Sorry, man. Yeah, if you want me to respond to you quicker, just put the at Metalhead Hippie on there, and then I'll see it a lot quicker. If somebody said something to me, I don't mean to ignore it. Oh, cool. Thanks, visual guy. Yeah, the you can get by with a 920 Logitech for live streams and stuff, or even just recording and uploading videos to YouTube. You can do it with that. You don't need a big DSLR D80 or whatever the hell they're called. Canon or anything like that. You don't. Yeah, if you want top line professional quality and you got it like that, that's cool. Go for it. But if you're just low budget whatnot, the Logitech 920 series, 930 series, they're all good. They're all good, decent um, webcams for going live and stuff or creating content. And if you're playing music to one of these, just go into your microphone control settings and turn your microphone down to like 85%. Okay. When you're playing your music, keep it at 85 to 90% so your microphone isn't peaking out and causing your music to splatter everywhere. And then when you go back to talking, jack it back up to 100, but you're going to have to edit it in there. But if you do it right, you're not going to notice the big peaks from your music to your voice. But you can record it all at the same level, 90% of your microphone volume. Just like adjusting your gain so it's not booming or going too soft or too loud. But 90% on a Logitech webcam for recording music. If you're doing that or pedal demos and stuff like that, it's good enough. It just really depends what you're doing. And the acoustics in your room help too. Yeah, it just depends where you're streaming. I mean, I'm talking about StreamYards, but if you're using OBS, that's a whole nother ball game there, man. But if you're talking about doing live streams with multiple people or just a casual sit down and shoot the shit, I would use StreamYards. But if you're going to be recording music and playing guitar, OBS and Streamlab OBS is the way to go. I have both Streamlabs and OBS, but I just have to get it set up correctly so I don't have to keep entering in my live stream code every time I log on. It just stays where it is, and boom, 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 a couple clicks, and I'm live. I just gotta sit down with somebody that really knows what they're doing with it and and it can help me get it set up correctly so it streams nice. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab my coffee. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, I get pretty anal about certain things, looking certain ways, and you know, especially when you're doing like YouTube stuff, you want it to be somewhat predictable and with continuity. Otherwise, if you go out of your flow and you get disruptions to it, it doesn't make for good video quality. People kind of get bored with stupidity after a while. Trying to catch up on some of this stuff. Probably not, Tom, until StreamYard's ups their stuff in the background as far as being able to record. Probably not. And it's spotty, iffy at best. I know when I'm on by myself and I play my guitar, if you go watch if you go watch my ES57 mic test from Audio Tech or GSL Audio, watch that. That's just me playing live like I am right now, and it came out pretty decent. That was hooked up through the mic I just got right here into my interface. Boom, straight in. Didn't crack out at all. But when you have multiple people in the chat in the live stream on StreamYards, the compression levels fluctuate dramatically. So unless you sit there and shut up while music is being played or audio is being pushed through another source, like from another web page, and people are just yapping over top of it, which they shouldn't be doing, um, then you might get some washing out. Otherwise, StreamYard just doesn't have it set up yet for that. And cover charge, Bumble Bass, Hex, boom. Trying to catch up here. Oh yeah, visual guy. Yeah, if you got it like that, bro, you shouldn't have much of an issue. It's just getting your system up and learning how to make it function for you. But yeah, if you got equipment like that, bro, you're in pretty good shape. You're ahead of the game. I'd be scared to leave a DSLR on a tripod and then have to tear it down every night just to keep it protected. Because I got limited space. I walk on crutches, and if I trip on my tripod, I don't feel like knocking a $1,200 camera off its tripod, smacking it on the floor. But for what I'm doing right now, what I got is just fine. You don't even really need an interface, to do. You don't need an interface or cans to do this. A set of earbuds would be good in case you get feedback from other people, but a webcam and a set of earbuds is pretty much all you need for StreamYard. I'm just trying to catch up on some of the chat here. Yeah, yeah, I do, man. I try to keep things looking the same with continuity all the time within a frame. And it's like if I go out of frame a little bit, like I still got, I got that chair over there and I got that skull hanging on the wall there. So I would take all that stuff off the chair, obviously. But if I needed to move around, I got a majority of my set here covered so that it's not bare logs and stuff. And it gives you some type of look, but, or some type of continuity and stuff. But yeah, try to keep things somewhat in the same spots and stuff like that. People kind of get used to that. They want to see continuity a lot. It's nice to have a semi clean set too. People like, people might not think they appreciate it, but they notice things when they're out of place, obviously. It's like if I would move, it's like people notice that I changed that from a blue bulb or from a red bulb to a blue bulb, and that I added backlighting to my tapestry so that at nighttime, see, right now the sun's shining in, it's daytime here, but at nighttime, that doesn't illuminate too well with the lighting that I use for my set, basically. So I backlight it, and then it pops out and makes it look pretty decent. It's nothing special. It's just I still have an i5 240 2400 processor, 300 or 38 gigs or gigahertz, 3.8 gigahertz, 16 gig RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive. It's a refurbished HP, I think, i5 processor, but it's all been refurbished. Windows 10, Windows 10. Then I got because the power supply doesn't have an auxiliary plug out for an adapter, I had to plug the video card directly into the slot and power it off the board's power supply, rather than a plug and play job. So I had to get the 1050 Ti super clocked plug and play into the board. So that's powered by the board. It doesn't have an auxiliary power coming from it. That way, I didn't have to, because my I think my power supply is only 400 watts or something like that, maybe more. I think it's 4 or 5 something. Might be 5 something, but it's enough to push what I got. Yeah. And I did a benchmark on here last night, so I average about 90 frames per second while I'm gaming, so it's pretty good. It's not the best. I mean, a lot of guys are pushing 120 or more right now, but or 144 if they're able, or more. They're starting to get up to more now. But 90 frame rate, 90 frame rates per second, and I'm running at about probably like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe. So I'm not running too hot either. I did a benchmark test last night on my stuff, and I had stuff up and running. I just wanted to see what it would do with all this stuff running, and I still produced 90 frames, and my card only got up to I think the hottest it got was 78, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's like even though I do bent metal and stuff like that, that takes it takes about 2 hours prep time before you actually air that. So it's like people know what they're doing, and even then you screw up, but you try to do it the best you can, make it enjoyable for people watching. There's some stuff that needs to be taken care of and done way ahead of time before you actually go live per show. It's like Sandra puts a lot of effort into collecting news and typing it out and printing it out so that she can do that, you know. So that takes her quite a few hours during the week to add that stuff up. And then to come on and read it without screwing it up or flubbing her lines, that takes a lot of practice and some nerves and stuff. Then me announcing stuff and moving shit around on the screen in the background while you guys are watching, that takes a little bit of getting used to too. Depends how fancy you want things to be. Me, I wanted to look entertaining with some monocule of professionalism, if it's all possible. That way, you guys keep coming back and you know what to expect week to week to week. Oh, you talking about Shane from In the Blues? Yeah, there's more. I mean, just to prep to come on here for this is, it's a little process, getting everything set up so that you know things look right, sound right. You got to mic check yourself and make sure you can hear yourself in the cans and make sure it's not booming across people and stuff. Most of the times I do that, I just do it out of a repetition because I leave things pretty much where they are on my interface as far as how they're set because I watch feedback from other shows that I do or other live things. I see what my levels are. Like if I need to move my mic closer like that so it comes out, you guys can hear me really good, or if I can back it away a little bit and just turn it up over here. Because I can turn it up over here too, but then I get a bunch of feedback in my microphone. So I kind of know the levels that I need to be set at in order to make it comfortable for you and comfortable for me to hear things and be heard. Harley Benton's making a name for themselves. I mean, they've been around for a long, long time, but you know, their reputation wasn't that great for all the bootleg shit they've been putting out. They still do, but it's I mean, everybody copies off each other. I don't care if you're Fender, Gibson, or Schecter, Gresh, or whatever, man. But a guitar's a guitar, man. There's only so many shapes and configurations out there before you get totally stupid, you know. And I think BC Rich kind of broke the mold with that, man. They just came out with their own crazy, whacked out designs, and it works for them, you know. And then the only thing I think that really works for Gibson is that they keep it the exact same. They don't ever try to change it up. That's what works for Gibson. That's what you expect from them guys. But if they came out with something fang dangle new, like these robo tuners and shit like that, they're gonna hear from it. They quit that shit before they even started it, man. It's like, whoa. Like, no, people weren't going for it, man. And I don't know why, but if there's anything Gibson can do to keep the quality they got, look, dudes, be honest with you, I think some Epiphones have better quality than the Gibson traditional line that's 2,500, 1,700, 1,800 bucks. You know what I mean? And those are $700 guitars from Epiphone. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it because I've seen and compared them side by side, and I'm like, geez, look at this shit. You know, one might have a little better pickups and a different name tag on it, but I don't think that justifies a $2,000 price swing. Well, I don't so much look at it as keep it authentic. I look at Gibson as a brand. If that brand cannot stand to go a little this way or a little that way, what the fuck does authentic mean then? It just means same, same. Same, 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 same. Nothing different. Boom. You're always going to get the same guitar at the same price. That's it. Like it or leave it. Okay. I like companies that can add new things to it. I like companies that have multiple lines on their guitar range, just like PRS has the SE and a few other things. Fender has the Telecaster and the Strat and whatnot. Everybody has something, a secondary source. Gibson has Epiphone, whatnot. You know, and that's the low range, whatnot. But even on the main, like LTD and ESP, yeah, one's Japan made, whatever, and costs a little more. Sort of like their pro shop version, the ESP, and then the LTDs are secondary line and falls under a big umbrella of what a guitar can and should be at all different price points. You know, but I don't know. Authentic's a wasted word. Hey, Sandra's in the house. What's up, girl? How you doing? We were talking about you a minute ago. I mean, now think it this way. Is a 59 Les Paul really worth $500,000? $250,000? Feels like you'll know though. No fucking way. Does it play that fucking much better than any other one? Fuck no. Fuck no, fuck no, fuck. It might have something tied to it from some super voodoo bullshit, from Crossroads, whatever tied to it. Some bullshit like that, but it's still a fucking guitar. It's who's behind the guitar that's going to make it sound right. Yeah. That's just my opinion, though. You ever catch? I wouldn't care. Look, dudes, if I had a couple $100,000 or a couple $1,000,000, would I buy a '59 Les Paul? Probably not. I'd probably be looking for some Battle Axe Schecter down the road, man. That you know did me good for $1,200. I wholeheartedly agree with you, Thrash. I mean, like I said, if I had 10 million bucks, would I buy a '59 Les Paul? Probably not. You know, there's probably. I mean, if you're just going for playability and stuff like that, prestige, authentic, who gives a shit? It doesn't play right or feel good in your hands. It doesn't matter what year it was or this or that. Just to say you own it for bragging rights. That's not. I'm here for the music, to make the music. And I don't think a $500,000 '59 Les Paul is going to make me sound any better, any good than I already am, or than I am right now. And just to have bragging rights to say I got one, nah. But hey, if you got stupid fuck you money, go for it, man. Not me, man. Sandra, how you doing today? Yeah, see, that's what I mean. No cover. You found a guitar back in the day for a certain price, and even if you went out and spent $2,500 on a Les Paul standard custom shop today for 3, 4, 5 grand, that guitar is your guitar, and it's $900 guitar, and it plays good for you, and you play it good. So what the fuck? What's the difference? I mean, I've only been plucking around guitar for on and off for 4.5 years. About a year and a half, I've been trying to really learn for the past year and a half, but you know, you're at where you're at. But like I said, if you can afford stuff like that, and you got fuck you money, go for it, man. Yeah, good. When's the next time you You check out the docs and stuff when they're gonna let you know something. Oh yeah, that's what, yeah. I get what you're saying there, visual guy. Yeah, if you're buying them as a collector and you're flipping them and all that other stuff, I mean, if you find a '59 Les Paul for 180 grand, and you know that 6 months down the road somebody's going to offer you 250 for it, fuck yeah, buy it. But like I said, if you got fuck you money, you can do that. But homie don't have fuck you money. He don't even have go shit yourself money. You know. I have to scrape and put everything I got together just to buy my little Epiphone. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you're I mean, if you're a collector and you can flip and you're into flipping and doing all that shit, but I mean, if you got fuck you money and you can save and buy and have a vault full of really expensive guitars as an investment for later years, great, more power to you. The average player just isn't anywhere near that. Cool. How much snow did you get, man? I know you said you were getting snow the other day. How much did you get? Did you guys see that 64 Strat Joe Bonamassa bought like 2 weeks ago off of Norm's Rare Guitars? Where he traded in something for it. I'm the same way, visual guy. If I can't get what I feel that I want to put out for a guitar, I won't buy it. I don't care if it's a Craigslist special or whatnot. Because if I have to, okay, somebody buys a brand new guitar, they paid $800 for it. They're going to try to sell it back to me for 700 because they gave up on guitar and it's been sitting on their wall for a year later, and they want to get $100 less than no. You're going to have to come down at least if I want that guitar to what I'm willing to pay you, which like would be like 450 to $500. If you can't come off that for an $800 guitar, you're never going to play again. Screw you. I'm going home. You know what I mean? Oh God, that's 6, 7 inches. That ain't nothing, man. You guys' world must stop for 7 inches down there. We don't even break out the plows for a foot. We just drive over it and keep going. That's funny. The cover charge, shut up, man. My wife thinks all guitars cost $400. Oh, that's funny. That's why you play in the kitchen, man, because you can't afford a studio. Everything's so expensive. That's why you play in the kitchen. It's a good cover, dude. No worries, man. Drive safe, bro. Thanks for popping in. Don't forget to head over to Visual Guy's site and give him a sub if you feel inclined. It's got some good stuff going on, trying to get him to 1,000 subs. Sandra, you want to come on and say hi or what? You cool in the peanut gallery. I don't think I seen an 80s guitar. Brown, tip brown cow. What's Ricky doing? Is he crashed out or what? Waiting for work. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Straighten that right out. Almost forgot I was on cam there for a second. Oops. Sorry, people. I had to answer an email real quick. Hey, Sandra, I sent you a link if you felt like popping on. If you don't, that's cool. Sure, they're tired of looking at my ugly mug. Gotta run, guys. Have a good one. Maybe see you later on. All right, cool new cover. Have a good one, bro. If I missed you, sorry, man. Pete went from fires to floods. Australia's getting beat up pretty good this year, ain't they? No, I don't, so no, I won't. Okay. I need to rebuild and upgrade. What are you rebuilding and upgrading, Thrash? one of your saddles is keeps popping your strings. Yeah, it sucks, man. I didn't know being on here was hard work. But okay, you can be a snob. You can stay over there and relax. That's cool. It's cool. Not offended in any way. It's not like I'm gonna boo-hoo or anything. Just thought I'd offer. But I hope you feel better. Yeah, right. See, I redid my banner on my site, on my YouTube page. I might redo it, but I'm trying to figure out the adjustments for the stuff and then the right size for the skull and lettering and stuff like that. I'll figure it out. But for now, it work. For now, it'll work until I can figure out how to adjust it properly, get it in there just right. Yeah, she's a super chick, all right. Super chick. That sun's just blam, blam, right in my face. Oh, guess I gotta deal with it for a minute until it goes away. Yeah, I know. They tell you they want a certain pixelation for this way and that way. I think it's like 2460 or 2560 by 1440 pixels. And then when you make it their size, it still doesn't. It's like, yeah, then it has to be 6 megs. I think if you make it exactly 6 megs, so you have to shoot a file, downsize it to 6 megs, and then readjust the pixelation to a certain degree, and then it'll fit. But they said no bigger than 6 megs, 240 by 60 by 140 by 1440. Did that, and then when you go in to upload it, it only allows you so much of the square comes out that big, but then they offer you a framing square that is that big, and you can only move so far, and then it still doesn't capture your whole image that you uploaded to their specs. So that kind of blows. I mean, it doesn't look all right though. I mean, it doesn't look Did you check it out? Doesn't look that bad. It's not what I wanted, but for right now, it's got the general idea in there. Later on tonight, I'll go in and I'll scale the thing, and then I'll downsize the size of the picture so that when it's actually uploaded to YouTube, it'll be boom. Hey, people, if you're hanging out, come in and say hi, man. Become part of the chat. Don't be a lurker. All right, Bumble Bass. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll figure out the parameters of it later, and I'll try to get it because you got to upload 3 or 4, and then you see where it frames itself out at, and then once you know where it frames itself at, you can actually just paste a smaller picture onto that template of 250 by 60 by 140 and place it in a certain spot. That way, when you upload it and you have to crop it, it will capture that whole area of what you're trying to do. So you just have to downside. Basically, put a picture on top of a picture is what you got to do. And how I do that is I'll load the original picture up, and then I'll fill it in, and then I'll downsize that picture, and then I'll paste that picture on top of that so it'll be all black in the background. And then I'll upload that, and then I'll see if it centers itself up. And then if it does, then I'll just do that. But last night that was good enough for what I did right there. Yeah. Well, damn, I lost a sub. Somebody quit me. Don't you hate when that happens? Hey, Ricky Compton's in the house. What's up, bro? Did you like the 5 and second video clips? Yeah. And my ear just started ringing. Yeah, they were good. They're like good transition screens or scenes for going from one thing to another to the next. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? Ricky, welcome, man. Just an impromptu hang. Yeah, Tony, I'll have to check my email. I didn't see the second one. I thought it was 10 and 10, not the other way around. Let me see if I can find something here. Okay. Sorry, people. I'm checking my email for something right now. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't mean to be rude or inconsiderate. It's a hard knock life for me. Boop boop boopy doop. Okay. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Yeah, Tony, I was looking there. I did, that's all I seen was the 10 and 10. I appreciate that, bro. Thanks for sponsoring Bent Metal. Just really appreciate it. So what do you got Tony, what do you got coming up, buddy? As far as anything new in your memorabilia department? Excuse me. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? Still hanging around? I guess, man. I'm not sure where he's at, bro. Still early on the East Coast. Singing Annie. Yeah, it's a hard knock life for us. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, that's when you're supposed to get in the hot tub when it's cold out. That's what we do up here in Alaska, man. It could be 20 below with a wind chill of 30. Go out and you sit in the hot tub for about an hour or so, 20 minutes at least. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Da-da-da-da-da. That's about all I remember, bro. Doing laundry, Sandra. Why's it got to be ladies' work, John? You a sexist pig or what? Why can't it be guys' laundry? Or guys' work is never done. Sexist, fuck you. She got to go clean the kitchen next and the toilets and stuff. Burp the babies and change the diapers. What the fuck? Want her barefoot too? What? Okay. Well, then just reverse that. Sandra, what? Are you sexist and stuff? You think a guy's got to do all that shit? Oh, I get it. I was making a joke. It's better you can't take a joke because you were making a joke. I was joking on your joke. You joke the joke. Get it? Damn, bro. But it's so sensitive. That was hilarious. Yeah, man. Cool. Tony's got some Guns N' Roses memorabilia coming up. I guess he's trying to get his hands on. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I guess certain thing. I guess what Guns N' Roses, man, they got whatever they're going to get out of it, and whatever's left over, I guess all the bottom feeders are going to take. There you go, John. Little love and tenderness go a long way. Little nookie too. Yeah, man. Hey, man, come out and play in the chat, man. Just don't sit there. Makes it more interesting when there's interactions. Yeah, go for it. She putting out content regularly? Yeah, give her a shout out. I mean, she hasn't put anything out for 5 years. I mean, what's the point? But if she's been doing some stuff, and yeah, go for it. Sweet. Dope. Didn't want that to happen, but anyway.
It's love, it's love. It's love, it's love.
Oh, that was a delay.
It's love, it's love.
Why am I keep getting delay? I don't know why I keep getting a constant feedback. I keep getting delay. There we go. It should take it.
Sign, heaven above, and we're past the line between I like and I love. That I'm trusting you to always be mine and be true. There's no reason we can't call it what it is. It's love, it's love. It's love, it's love. There's a good chance any time of the day I'll be thinking of you in the nicest way. I haven't slept in days, and I know that I feel this always. And there's no reason we can't call it what it is. It's love, it's love. It's love, it's love. I can't help but tell everyone this is the best thing I've ever done. I owe you everything. Turn right when you're desperate. This must be love.
Sweet. Now, who's this girl, Tom? Yeah, Van Halen's been around for a while now, huh? Tom, you there, buddy? Yeah, I think sub 196. I subbed their channel. Told her to keep putting out stuff. Sounds good. She's always welcome over here too. I'm pretty sure an acoustic guitar would go over much better than an electric with all the bullshit. But if you're just playing a guitar at an acoustic at regular volume or just as an acoustic and not an electric acoustic, it would still I think that would come across too. All right, Thrash. I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody, Ricky. When they take it off of a pre-order, then I'll get one. They just gotta come in, bro. Oh, no worries, man. It's dinner time for most people, man. So unless I start getting people in here all of a sudden, I'm probably gonna crash this one because there's like 6 people in here. Hey, Pete's back again. What's going on, bro? Yeah, it just came on because I figured, people might want a place to hang before Ben and Phil go on later tonight. Oh, he's got one out. Did that just come out today or what? I've seen a few reviews of the P90 ones. I'm not sure. I don't remember who all I watched though. Yeah, kick and shred, man. Joss. It's Joss. 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 It throws me too, bro. I hear you, Tom. I don't know if this is would be a great vocal mic for here. This one I got. I don't know if I'd be work for, but interfaces. You can go cheap if you want, but you can get her up for probably $75. Yeah, have to check that out. This is the Zing Zinguyu. I think it's the I think it's called the BM 800, something like that. You can look it up on YouTube. And you can buy her used interface on Craigslist or pick one. I mean, she's not really picky about how she gets her music into her PC, so she can afford something different. There's Behringer has some stuff. Focusrite has one for like $90. The Solo, it's the Focusrite Solo, I think it's called. Oh yeah, he's just a kid, man. He's ripping it up. He's got some good sponsors behind him. He's got Hughes and Kentner and a few other people, Friedman. He's got some sponsors already. So the kid's got some chops, man, for sure. I mean, he's definitely ripping it up, as far as his ability to play. So can't take that from him, man. I mean, he was on Anderton's, but you know, oh yeah, the BM 800. This is a $36 mic, $38 mic. Comes with a boom, all kinds of shit. That's pretty much what it looks like. Get up and then she has a like Audacity or something like that, where she can mix it down or whatnot. She can do it that way too. But this is what the microphone looks like without the fuzzy thing. You can see the diaphragm in here. I'm using the facing front, so yeah. But yeah, this is a vocal mic. They use it for singing and recording and shit. You just have to find an interface that's compatible with whatever DAW she's using, and you're cool. Most interfaces are good with any DAW, I guess, right? To my knowledge, anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Something happened to my mic there for a minute. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you look on Craigslist and get her an SM58 or something like that, for 40, $50, that'll work. And a used interface, you can get her, I think they're called Scarlet. Like you got the 2i2, those are like $1.50, and then you can get the Solo. I think it's called the Scarlet Solo. You can get that for under $100, I think. Pretty sure. I should look for you. Yeah, the Scarlet Solo, Focusrite Scarlet Solo USB. It's not too expensive. I think it's under $100. Third gen.
Yo, what up? This is Lorenz 1500 Nothing. I'm a producer, songwriter, and co-founder of 1500s.
How does the third generation Scarlett Solo compare to my expectations? The response gets a bit worse when the gain is set to the maximum. Here you can on par with the 2i2, or in this case, is the accentuate high frequencies with the push of a button.
You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure they all come with their they all come with their own DAWs and stuff like that too. So hang on. Come on. Hang on, man. I'm trying to share the screen here.
Today I'm doing a setup of the Focusrite Scarlett Solo second generation USB audio interface. What this device does is it acts as an interface between an instrument, such as a guitar, or in this case, synthesizer Yamaha MM6, and a laptop or PC that is going to record the music that you play on. So Scarlett Solo second gen. And then just download the Windows driver. Then go ahead and run the driver once it's downloaded. It's pretty quick. Now you will probably be asked at the end of the install to do a restart. So just go ahead, click finish, and
I think this comes with some sort of DAW
Okay, so once the laptop has rebooted, what you want to do is connect the interface to the laptop using the supplied USB cable. It came in the box. Plug that into the back of the device. And the other end into your laptop. And what you'll see is the green power LED light up. That shows you that it's taking power from the laptop.
You watching this, Tom? You still here?
Your Windows laptop or PC, go into Control Panel, and then click Sound. What you'll see is the Focusrite USB device has been set to the default device for playback and recording, so you don't need to change those manually. What you want to do then is whatever speakers you're using as your setup, you want to connect the speaker cables to the back of the Scarlett Solo device. So here, I'll just take my red and white cables, left and right, to the back there. And finally, the instrument itself, you just take a standard instrument lead, guitar lead, plug that into the front of the Scarlett Solo device. So once everything's connected, you can come to your instrument, and whatever you play should come through the interface to the speakers. The volume can be adjusted with Focusrite USB.
But anyway, you guys get the point.
Play back.
Focusrite Solo. Why don't you ask around, Tom? Maybe somebody in here's got an old interface they can donate to her. If I had something, I'd send it out. But if you're looking to get her some new stuff, SM58 and that solo. Pretty close. You should be able to get it for under $200. Depending on what your cash limit is. I'm sure if you get a couple family members to pitch in, they can get her a decent mic and a decent interface. It's a USB interface, so she can take it anywhere she wants, really. Well, is it broken, Pete, or you just haven't figured out how to hook it up right yet? Yeah, if you look around on Craigslist, man, for a vocal mic or something like that, or even this will get her started. It's a $40 mic. You know what I mean? And then that ES57 I got from my cab, that was $29. They have an ES58 that's a vocal mic. It's a dynamic vocal mic. You can grab her that one too for $30, bro. Just check them out. Check out GSL Audio, man. They have a good reputation for low price stuff of high quality. Even though it's bargain stuff, it still has decent quality to it. But just check out GSL Audio. And Zing You, and then Focusrite. But there's what's that? Don't they have like an Apogee? It's called Apogee Apollo or Apogee Apollo. It's just a single line interface that you just USB it, and then you just plug your guitar right into it, or a microphone into it, and it goes right into your PC. Those things are like $40, something like that. So you can get her up and running for $80. Just depends how functional you really want her to be with the equipment and how well she can adapt and get around it. I got you, Pete. It's not hard, buddy. Just follow the prompts and you can figure it out. Something like that, yeah. It's just a real small portable interface, plug and play, boom, USB, you're up and on. I think it comes with think it just comes with a line volume. That's it. And a mic in and a XLR connection with a 1/4 inch in the center, so you can either use a mic or a guitar into it, but not both. But just really depends. But they're cheap as shit. They're like $40. And they got that N1 or something like that, or one N1, something like that. Yeah, see, they got a Behringer interface for $48. The Solo is $109. They have a couple different Behringer ones from $48 to $69. And if you go on eBay and look for new shit there that's a lot cheaper, you can do it that way. Or you can just buy her that Focusrite 2i2 kit. I think it's $150 or, well, it might be a little more than that, but let's see here. Scarlett Solo 2i2. Well, Well, that Apogee's a lot more expensive than the one that I was talking about. But they have ones on a much lower scale. Yeah, Apogee 1 is 50. The Apogee 1 is $60. And they have a couple different. No, it's the same one. Yeah, but you can plug in an XLR and a quarter inch right into that, and that's $60 for that one. Yeah. So you can go with an Apogee for $60. Behringer's got some for $50. But me personally, I would go with the Focusrite. Yeah, but you got to remember too, bro. You get what you pay for. So check them out. You know, make sure that whatever interface you get still has software for it or firmware for it, so that if something buggy happens when she plugged it in, she doesn't wonder why it doesn't work because it needs a firmware update or this or that. And then if the company discontinued those updates, you got to check out for that too. Yeah, Behringer has a lot of cheap stuff. Some of it's good, some of it has some quirkiness to it, but more often than not, 90% of the time, Behringer has good cheap stuff that works. Hey Rick, how you doing, bro? Yeah, Focusrite comes with either a 30-day or a 90-day limited free stuff to I forget what they're using. It's a good DAW. I'm trying to figure it out. I forget what they use. What the hell is it? But yeah, when you get Focusrite, they come with a limited or a functional DAW for recording stuff. If not, you can get the Audacity stuff. That's free. Stuff like that, and just has to learn how to use it. Yeah, Reaper. And there's a couple different free DAWs out there you can use with your cheaper stuff. I don't use it yet, but I know it's out there. Guys, I'll be right back. I got somebody in my driveway. I'll be right back. Hey, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, Reaper's been around for a long time. Free as a free software. I think Audacity's free too, right? Take care, Ricky. I missed you, bro. Sorry about that. Where you guys at, man? Still chatting, or you guys ghosting? All right, guys. I think I'm gonna head out. 7 of you in here kind of got lagged down and stuff, but thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Probably catch you guys over in Ben and Phil's chat later. You guys have a good night and thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, cool. Hey, Pete, Ricky Compton, Tom. I'll catch you guys later, okay? Show up for Ben's Canucks with the guitars later tonight. And then Phil's right after that one, so check those two guys out too, man. All right. Peace, man. Thanks for the hang. See you guys later.